Man, wow. The throat. Hey, what's good? It's your man, Rico the Opinionist. My fur all dented. Been one of those days. But it's a nice, crisp Monday afternoon. Or, I'm sorry, Monday evening. It's like almost 6 o'clock. Dang. For those of you who haven't heard, check out my book. Wrote one a while back. If you can hear me, throw a fist up, by the way. I wrote a little book, 50 pages of me finding out by accident who my actual biological father was. It's called The Greatest Pain Ever Felt. It's an absent father who dared to be found. Did I say that correctly? It's called The Greatest Pain Ever Felt, a conversation with my absent biological father who dared to be found. All right, it's only $10. Hit your boy on the Cash App, $ Rico the Opinionist, if you'd like to check out the stories. People who read it say it's pretty good. Marcus, throw a thumb up, man, if you can hear me. If not, I'll take this earpiece out as I do my scroll. If anybody can hear me, throw a thumb up and I'll keep these in. You know what? I'm gonna take them out anyway, just in case. Hold on. Now we have to worry about that. Well, a lot of you probably hear my opinions and my thoughts all the time. And I thank you for at least taking the time out to, if you don't come on the live, you check them out later based on the views. I appreciate it, believe it or not. Even if it's talking about you, thank you so much. Jamal Davis, what's up? In the last few days, I guess, week or two, Grambling State University, my beloved Grambling State University, has been in the news. And we mentioned, in one of my last videos, there was a story that was out that reported that the president of Grambling State University, shout out to Ricky Gallo, who is a formal complaint has been filed against him and accusations were made. Go check out my old, go check out my page. It's on my YouTube channel, Rico the Opinionist, and on this Facebook page, Rico and His Opinions. And I gave my thoughts on that, and whatever else that was included in the comments, and I still stand by them. But also, I read an article today that came out, and I'm going to try to post that article on here. And I post the article in two Grambling alumni pages. I don't know if I put it in Gram Fam or not, but definitely in Grambling State University alumni support group is in that one for sure. But anyway, I read the article, and it turns out that, according to the article, they re-mentioned all the complaints and stuff that they were concerned about, but it doesn't say who filed a complaint or what group or, anything. And my issue isn't that a complaint was filed. I believe if someone believes that there is a legitimate reason, if they believe that there's a legitimate reason to file a complaint with the ULS board against the president of Grambling or any administrator or professor, you do it because that's your right. Now, an investigation has to incur or has to happen, to legitimize whatever the complaint is, right? But here's my issue as I read the article. It's nameless, and I guess we don't know who the group is. And it's also implying that this anonymous group or person or persons, I don't know how to describe them. It's almost as if they're hiding behind students. See, this is what I'm going to say. Whenever, and of course, I'm one of those persons who believes in putting his name and face to whatever he says. Even if I had a complaint or an opinion about the president of Grambling State University, administrator, what have you, I'm not going to save my peace and let it know it's me. I've always done it. Anyone who's ever known me known I've always been upfront about what I think, how I feel, whatever it is, right? So whoever this group is, let us know who you are. Be a man, be a woman, be an organization. Let us know. Let us see your face. Let us know your name. Don't do this little anonymous filing them complaints. To me, I guess where I'm coming from and how I'm made, I think that's kind of unmanly and unwomanly, kind of cowardice, if you will. Whenever I wrote something, let's go back 25 years. And I used to write for the school newspaper, or not write for them, but submit articles. And then when I wrote my own newsletter on campus, anyone, whoever attended Grambling State University when I was there, they know that whenever I wrote my newsletter, I didn't sneak behind buildings. I didn't take shortcuts. You saw me and I saw you. And we saw each other face to face, including the president of the university, be it Dr. Lundy, be it Hicks, Raymond Hicks. We all saw each other. And we behaved, I guess, respectfully. Doesn't mean to dislike anybody, but the thing is, if you're going to file these complaints, just show your name. Show your face. Let us know who you are. Don't be an anonymous complainer. That's not cool. But it doesn't take away the legitimacy of the accusations. My point is, if you're going to do it, and it's supposed to be on behalf of Grambling State University, let us know who you are. So it can be a fair fight. So we can make fair assessments. Because a lot of times, we throw stuff out there, but it was implied that there was an organization that we all knew, but it was not that. So whoever you are, whatever group you are, let us know who you are. Do a press conference. There you go. Do a press conference and share your thoughts. Let the alumni know. Let the world know. Look, we are dissatisfied with the performance of the current president or the administration. Let us know. If it's going to be like that. Because it's okay to not have what's called a positive approval rating of the president of Grambling State University or the president of the United States. It's okay. It doesn't make you a bad person, even though you have a lot of people who are considered sycophants or just cult followers, who won't dare to hear anything that's considered a complaint against the person that they like. That crap has to stop too. But if you're going to complain, if you're going to say it out loud. So don't be up there with your little pictures that are like, on your Facebook page or Instagram page, you have puppy dogs and bouquets of flowers or Japanese anime cartoons as your profile picture. Be a man and woman. Tell it. Be who you are. Look. And don't make your Instagram account private, you coward. Don't try to throw jabs all day long and hide behind a private account. If you're going to do it, do it. You're no more special than the rest of us. And whatever we say, our opinions, I put my opinions out there. I haven't deleted anything. It is what it is. Hell, it's too late for me to try to go into hiding. Y'all already know. Too late. Another thing I want to hit on while I'm talking about this. If I can, I made my point about that. Whoever your anonymous complainers are, or those who filed formal complaints, let us know who you are. It could be some people who agree with you. And number two, it doesn't mean that what you're saying has no validity, but it adds more credibility when you put the name behind it and you put a face behind it. And I'm going to give you a prime example that stuff is for real. And whatever they think about me or what I've said in my newsletter, one thing they've always said, at least Rico put his name behind it. At least you can see Rico every day. He doesn't run from what he says. And I'm still like that 25 years later. I'm going to say, I don't run for what I say. And I'm approachable. You have any questions, but I've already said, I don't really talk about anything I say on Facebook unless you're going to hit me on the Cash App. And that's for real. But I'm still there. I come to homecoming. I kick it at the games and everything. I don't throw rocks and hide my hand. And I don't want you anonymous complainers to do that. Don't throw a rock. God damn it, stand there and juggle the rocks in your hand. Oh, so, you threw the rock. Well, let's go. It's a fair fight now. You know, we know who all the parties are, and let's do this. So I want to say this really quickly about this football coach situation. You know, we have a new coach. I'm gonna say we, because I am a Gramblinite for life. Whether I agree or disagree and all that, I'm still Grambling one. Hell, we're Grambling, baby. All of that. Why not Grambling? Where everybody's somebody. I'm all of that. So, and for those people out there who think they won something, you know, like as if they're the North who defeated the South because they got the new coach, Coach Huron. And by the way, what's up, Coach Hugh? I don't know his name. Coach Hugh, what's up, brother? Can't wait to see you do your thing. I'm all in. But yes, there are quite a few of us who are dissatisfied in the way in which the Coach Fobbs thing occurred. And we voiced our concern. You heard I made about 2 videos on it. But that doesn't mean that we didn't want another coach to be able to come in. And for those folks out there that think you won something against your own alumni, you're a jackass. You're silly. You're a child. You hear me? You didn't win anything. It was just people who voiced their concerns. They voiced their disappointment at how it was done. And then trust me, we moved on. We're ready for all of us to win together. You hear me? We're ready for all of us to win. We all support the new coach. So don't put it out there like, well, you know, they want to coach Fobbs, so man, they may not support you. That's. I hope you don't think that, because that'd be very idiotic. We want our school to win. We want the institution to continue its legacy. So yes, there is some disagreement, but there's no division and separation and the point in which y'all think it is. And that's for all of those who had those thoughts. For those who said, for all the bitter people out there, yeah, we got this coach, now let's move on. But you didn't have to do all that. You know who you are. You know if you said that. Shame on you. All right, so, and finally with that whole thing, can I take y'all back? Can I take y'all back to when the football players protested about living conditions and all of that? It's similar to the comments made then are very similar to a lot of comments that were made when it was put out that allegedly the football team filed this complaint as a collective. We're finding out that we're not sure if they did it as a collective. But what offended me is the disrespect shown to the students. Let's say if they did file this. Let's say if they did what they did last time, the students really stood up. And for all of you, because I'm not talking about all of the alumni of Grambling State University. I'm talking to those who behave this way. You know, you start disrespecting the intellect of the students then. Well, how they know? They don't know. They didn't do that. Somebody had to put them up to it. Or they don't know what they want. I read all the comments of people disrespecting the students. See, y'all are so lucky that there aren't any Rico Riverses on their campus. Y'all are so lucky. Because see, this generation of students, they're under what's called the woke, democratic woke, not the John Henry Clark, Dr. Francis Cress Welsing consciousness. See, I don't know if they read all of this, if they read what y'all said about them, because had I been a student and y'all said that about us, I would have found out who you were. I would have wrote my newsletter. I would have found out who you were, and I would have called your name and talked about your ass until you shredded into dust. A student would have called your butt out. But see, these students today, they don't have that kind of black consciousness. They have what's called this democratic, liberal, LGBT wokeness, the foolishness. And I'm not blaming them. That's the people above them who pulled them into that foolishness. And so, y'all answer to that was, to the students complaining about the conditions of the locker rooms and the bus, y'all sent them pounds and racks of muscle milk. That was your answer to that. Well, send them some muscle milk. So this was a few years ago Now it almost appeared that students made another complaint and you disrespected them again. I hope the students read these comments, what y'all say about them. Those who may want to stand up. Now I hope it's somewhere on that student body that one of them like, you got at least 5 of them like me. So they can tear your ass a new one. Don't be disrespecting the students, because what they don't understand is what I knew. If it were not for students, it wouldn't be no coaches. If it were not for students, it wouldn't be no Grambling State University. If it weren't no students, it wouldn't be a president. If it weren't for students, it wouldn't be an administration. So y'all stop disrespecting the students because you want a damn football coach. Or you want things to go as status quo. Don't do that. But anyway, that's all I want to say. Y'all enjoy the rest of your evening. It's a very nice, crisp little evening, but it's cool though. If I don't talk to y'all anymore, enjoy your holidays. See you in 2022. Peace, y'all. I'm out.